Welcome back, everyone, to episode 3 of Animal Whisper Challenge. Uh, we made it through the winter. We're sitting in June. Our barley's ready to harvest. And I came up to the shop because we'd bought this wagon, but I want to put the extension on it so we got the extra capacity. We were so close last time, but now we do have some feed still in our chicken pens, so they won't take all the feed they did last time. So I think I want to go ahead and put the extension on this. It's only 2,500 bucks. I can't remember what that takes us from. Yeah, adds almost 10,000 liters, so not quite doubling us, but definitely worth the money. So we're gonna do that. The other thing is, I bought feed. I ended up spending 36, almost $3,700 on barley to feed the chickens. They are getting low again. Uh, Now, I did wait till March because one thing I noticed, since I am buying from my buy station instead of at the store here, uh, barley dips, and March was the cheapest coming out of winter there, so I went ahead and bought a bunch in March. Now we're dipping again, so my thought is too, if I get to August here, I may fill this wagon full. So another reason I put the extension on it, buy it when it's at its absolute lowest, because the buy station goes off of the market price rather than what you can buy it elsewhere or sell it elsewhere. So my hope is down here I can get a good buy on it, uh, but we'll see. Maybe it stays the same. I don't know, but that was my theory. I can stock up. Uh, but yeah, we got to do the harvest, so we also need to go back in and get a harvester. There really hasn't been anything on the market. Uh, we're probably going to get the same harvester again. It's the cheapest, so this one again with the smaller head. So let's lease that. And we'll lease this. It's another $5,100 in leasing costs. Um, yeah, we got both these. I'm going to get both of these back down to our fields, and we'll meet up there and start this harvest. See you then. Okay, made it back. Getting started on this. Disabled the swath. I would really like to start saving that uh, to be able to use it. If I'm not, even selling it would bring a little bit of income. There's nothing we can really do with it right now. There is a forage pickup mod that I have installed that I use a lot, but that thing's like $65,000. Straw is not worth that much. It would take a long time to pay for that, so I don't know what to do. You can see over there we got quite a few eggs stacked up, waiting to be sold. I've kind of decided that we're gonna wait and see after this harvest how many we need to sell. Kind of did some rough math, just kind of estimating that we're gonna need about $6,000 in monthly expenses to get to next year. Then we're also gonna need money to lease the planter come September to replant this barley. We're also gonna need herbicide and fertilizer. I don't know if we should need any feed for the chickens to get to November. So, kind of thinking in that $15,000, $16,000 range is what I want to have on cash after after the harvest today, and that would make me feel better that we would make it to that point without selling. But we could always, go sell a couple pallet of eggs if it got too close. But right now, this month and next month's the best price for it. So I might just sell one stack, see if that gets us close to what I'm thinking, and then just kind of ride from there. If we need to sell one or two, great. I kind of screwed up again. Kind of the theme, it seems like, for this. I forgot to sell again in December. I was gonna sell, so we probably would have had that. I don't remember what I said. Probably 6 to 7,000. We we would have had that. Probably would have only needed to sell a pallet or two, if that, or just wrote it out till it got closer to November to see. But I forgot. Got the field fertilized and just kind of was jumping through the months, just moving pallets and feeding. Well, I say feeding. I only fed once. I filled up the wagon and split it up and got them fed pretty much. So that's what I mean. There's not much going on here at the start of this series that, each month. So I'm probably going to be doing a bigger time lapse jump. Even within this episode, might cover several months at once, just to kind of get us moving along. Because I didn't really want this series to be 50 episodes long, but it's going to be if I keep showing, 2-3 months at a time. This start, we've got a lot of sitting around, twiddling our thumb, earning pennies as we go. Also on equipment, I don't know at what point do we start looking into buying equipment. We just keep up with the lease. Um, One of the pieces of equipment that's got me thinking would be smart to get would be a weeder. You can get a pretty cheap weeder. What is the cheapest one? I think like $6,500. That thing would probably pay for itself in 2 seasons with the 2 fields that we have. With the way we have to buy a herbicide. Herbicide's expensive. Wouldn't be as quick to do a field. I mean, it's pretty quick to spray a field, but right now we've got more time than money, so it might be a good way to save some money, especially considering as we start adding fields, your herbicide cost is going to go really up. The only thing we would have is more diesel, and it wouldn't be that big of a deal, I don't think. So, something I'm thinking about. Weeder would probably be one of the first things I buy. Probably after the pallet trailer, because as you can see, that's a pretty good stack, and by November, I mean, we're going to be running 20, 30, I don't know. It's going to be crazy. I may even sell an extra pallet or two in November if we haven't had one come up on the sale market, just to be able to buy that bigger $18,000 trailer. It's going to make our sell much easier. It's only going to get worse as we go. As we start getting sheep, we're going to have wool. Goats has the dairy milk we got to haul. I think you've got to haul that on a trailer. So definitely something we want to get sooner than later. But I would like for it to come up in the sale market. But like I said, so far the sale market has not been great. But at the same time, we don't have any money, so there's only a few things that we're looking for that we can buy. So, if I was doing a normal playthrough, maybe the sales market wouldn't have been that bad. But so far, I don't believe we've gotten anything out of there, have we? I don't think we've bought any of our equipment out of there. But yeah, I think we'll plant both of these to barley again. No reason not to. Just so we can get it quicker. And for some reason my controller is just not wanting to play today. But I think I'll probably put this on a time lapse, knock out this harvest. We'll come back, see what we got to sell for eggs to be able to get to November for the big sale. So I'll see you in a bit. Alrighty, got that all done. It's a good thing we put the extension on here. I don't know if it's a case these yields were better percentage wise or barley outproduces wheat, but we're probably going to fill this or come pretty close. Pretty happy with the yield we got, to be honest. That's going to, we may have a chance of feeding these chickens all the way through. I know it's we're 2 months sooner this year, I guess, than we were last year when we harvested, so that changes a little. But let's return that lease. Yep. This is 2 harvests in a row that we've filled this trailer. Just couldn't hold much more, so pretty happy with our luck there. Can't complain. While I was sitting there harvesting, you tend to think and mind wanders, but I got to thinking I'm definitely going to purchase a pallet trailer um, in November. We it's just going to be a pain to haul these without it. We, Even with it, it's going to be a couple loads, so I am going to purchase it. This is another reason. I'm so bad with the loader. It just sometimes, even with practice, you think you're getting it, and then you kind of go backwards for a while. So where's the best prices for eggs right now? Oh, boy, it's even better next month. But I think we're just going to sell a stack right now. Yeah, the preserved food factory is the best. It's also happens to be the closest. Perfect. It's like I said, I think we're gonna need close to that. I don't know, $15,000-$16,000 to make it through to November when eggs are at their highest. I also got to thinking about the straw. I've been dropping it, can't use it, but I also forgot that we could be on the lookout for like a used forage trailer. That might be a cheaper option than a baler. That would give us, we could pick it up and sell it. I know it's not worth much, so I'd have to kind of do some research and thinking on how much it's going to pay and if it's worth our time or not. Yeah, $9,000, not horrible. And that does get us up over $16,000. I guess it's not a horrible price. The other thing, I think I'm going to go ahead and sell another stack of it. Because the other thing I'm thinking is I should just go ahead and buy that weeder. The weeder's $6,500. I believe herbicide cost us around $4,000 last year. So I know technically it'd be cheaper this year to stick with the herbicide, but long term it makes sense to just go ahead and go with the weeder. So I think so we'll still one more stack. Buy the weeder, so or actually I'll probably wait until harvest time or until I plant. But I am gonna buy the weeder just in case it comes on sale. I don't know if I've ever seen that particular weeder for sale before. So that's kind of the three things I'll be looking out for on the sale market is that weeder, the pallet trailer, or a pallet trailer. There's a couple of them that would probably work if they came up, and a forage wagon. And I guess technically a baler. If that cheaper baler, there is a Kloss mod that I have on here. If if it comes up, it would probably be in the $15,000 range. Obviously, the baler would be more useful for us probably later on down the line. So I would take it, but I think for now what I'm gonna do is I'm probably gonna do a pretty big jump cut. Probably jump all the way to November. I will in September lease and reseed these back to barley, do some fertilizing, get that weeder. But basically, you guys have seen all that. I don't know how much of that I keep wanting to. If I keep showing that, every episode's going to be the same. So I think what I'll do is do a big jump back cut, come back in November. We'll start selling off all the eggs we got, see where we're at, see if we maybe can buy another chicken coop, or where if we think we got to go another year, or just kind of get a game plan. So I'll see you in a little bit. Okay, welcome back. It's November now. It's been several hours in real life. I've kind of got sidetracked at other things, so hopefully I remember where we were and what I was talking about. We got this field planted back to barley, fertilized it, weeded it, which I have questions on weeding. If any of you have some tips or what I'm doing wrong. So after we got done with this, that was in June, forwarded it to July, and there was weeds. I went ahead and bought the weeder, the small blue one, $6,500 one, and I went ahead and weeded this in July. Showed all the weeds were gone. Then I fertilized, I think the next month, and planted in September. And then I fertilized again, and then last month it showed it had weeds, so I ran the weeder again. But I'm getting this partial, so, and my yield is only 87%. Now I know 3% of that is the rolling, which I don't care about, but did I do something wrong with the weeding, or is that 10% that I'm missing there from something else that I'm missing? So I'm fairly new to planting normal crops, so if you can comment below if you have any tips of what I'm doing wrong. It's just the way it is. I'd like to know. So yeah, basically I did buy a new weeder. So, and we are in November, which is the highest price for eggs. We have all these eggs. We're gonna go sell one load of them and get that pallet trailer. So I kind of need to see what the price of eggs is, where I should go. So this is saying I don't want to do the train. Probably the bakery again, huh? Okay. So we'll take this load to the bakery and then run down. Hopefully that one trip should be enough. I'm hoping. Hoping I don't need to come back and get another one. Because I really want that auto-loading bale pallet trailer. I'm sick of moving pallets that fall over. I picked them up 4 times. Then they start twerking for sometimes, like I don't know what that is. It's something in the game. You gotta make sure you move that pallet, or eventually it'll fall over too. It's just kind of annoying, and it's only gonna get worse as we get more and more into the pallets with more chickens and wool and everything else. So I'm gonna get that trailer. But as you can see, we made it through. We still had about 6,000 left after planting and everything. Planting we managed to have enough seeds. We had, I think, 20 liters of seeds left when we were done, so just enough. I don't think that's enough. I think I'm gonna have to go get another load. I'm pretty sure that trailer I want is right at $18,000. Let's see here. I believe it's under flatbeds. Yeah, this one right here. Yeah, I don't think we need to add anything, but yeah, 17.7, so we're still short. Barely. So let's run back, grab another load. But maybe I should look at something here first. I do have this mod that time-saving stock checks. It tells you I'm gonna make $80,000 if I sell all that at the bakery right now. Add that onto the 16,000. Man. All right. Change of plans. We are gonna not buy the trailer for right now and just haul them over there. The reason I'm saying that is I kind of want to buy another chicken coop. So the big chicken house, if I remember right, is $79,000, which is about what we have left in eggs, according to that chart. So it makes sense to not spend, because I don't think we'd have enough to do both. Get the pallet trailer and the new chicken coop. So unfortunately, we're gonna do this the hard way. Because I do think it's important that we do something this year, either in a new field or more chickens. And I think more chickens just makes a little more sense than another field right now. We'll definitely, after this, if we get a chicken and we get it full, we'll definitely start shooting for another field that we can plant, get more crops off of. But I'll probably speed this up and see you back after we've cashed in on everything. Okay, if you watched any of that time lapse, you know why I want to get a auto loading bale trailer now. Uh, just painful. That's even with that cheaty ratchet strap bale forks. I still struggle. Okay, we did make enough to get the new chicken barn in here, so I'm gonna do what I always do: save it just in case something goes wrong. Then I shut the autosave off just in case something happens. And let's go down. I'm hoping we can squeeze one more in here. It looks like it would fit no problem, but you never know. It's always something it could be glitching against, or yeah, see, I don't quite understand what's going on there. No, it would fit that direction. And that actually might be fine. Because we would have the feeding spots over there about where our other one is. I think we can drive in between there no problem. Your eggs would come out here right by the field, no problem. We could pick that up. I think we'll put it down there. Just see what we ended up with. And this is encroaching a little bit on the field, but as long as you have your pallets picked up when you're doing field work, should be fine. Ooh, this is gonna be tight. I guess we can try it right now. Come over here and fill this up. This trailer is just noisy as can be. It's a nice cheap trailer, and I probably should buy another one to use as a grain bin, but not sure why we aren't hitting that trigger point. Is it because we don't have any chickens in here? Maybe we should buy some chickens. What do we got? 15,000. I know I talked about maybe just filling it half full, but I think, and letting them breed and raise up. But I think if I got enough, I got to go with my original plan of I need the eggs. But I think for right now we'll just do this. It's going to be 13,000. We will sell eggs next month and make a decision whether to add more to it. Now let's see. Boy, I don't understand what's up with the trigger. We're right there. Yeah. I don't know. It's screwed up, but this is why we saved the game, because like I said, something's not right here. We're going to have to reload. I'm going to probably cut it here and try and relog and see if that fixes it. If not, I'm going to have to pick this up and move it a little. See if I can get it fixed. Be back in a bit. Okay, finally got it. Tried this half a dozen different ways. For whatever reason, well, I say I got it. Trying to dump the barley, but it. Huh. Try coming out here and coming back in the other direction. It's like my wagon's hitting something. Maybe there's just a glitchy spot right here. It's such a tiny area too where that. Okay, hopefully it went in the right one. Let's take a look. Yeah, okay. Well, it's gonna work. Guess now buy our chickens again. Like I say, we'll go 250. So closing in on 1,000 chickens at the moment. I'm gonna try and get that up to the full deal. Um, I'll probably sell more eggs yet today as we progress here. See these fill up while it's still high. And I'm probably definitely going to sell in December because we're going to need the money, because like where we're sitting at right now is just enough to cover the overnight expenses. So we'll have to sell in December to get us enough to make it to June. But I think that's it for this episode. I guess my plan for next one, I'm not real sure. I'm almost tempted to go a full year, be back here next November, because really from now till then is just the same things we've been doing. It's feeding these chickens and taking care of these two fields. Uh, Harvest, plant. So my hope is next year when we sell the big batch of eggs, all that can go towards a piece of land, and maybe that'll get the ball rolling. Once we get another piece of land, we're not buying any feed. Uh, which we did make it this year without buying feed. We're probably going to have to now because of the extra chickens. So I'm sure we're going to need to buy feed, because that last little bit I threw in there would have gotten these guys all the way to June. So I'll probably just come back and it'll be November again. We'll sell a big batch of eggs. Hopefully have enough for that trailer when we do. I'll probably have to sell a few in between to keep up with the bills, but hopefully we'll still have a nice stack of it to sell come next November. But that's it for this episode. Like and subscribe, and thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.